Alright, today's video is about just making a simple 3D printed item to help clean up a closet. It was a snowy, cold day out, and I didn't have a lot to do, so my wife wanted to clean up our coffee cabinet because we've recently switched over to grinding our own beans and stuff. So I sat down and I designed and printed a little bracket here to hold the filters that we use in our coffee pot. They're the standard number 4 filters. And you can see it up there printing. And then I needed a adapter for a sugar spoon that we use to fit it in the coffee scoop thing. But you can pretty much see it's really simple 5-minute job 3D print. Well, it takes about an hour to print stuff, but it takes a couple minutes to come up with it, and you've got a solution instantly. So there's a little bracket, and there's the actual filter holder that I came up with. You see, nice clean little thing. It had to be skinnier than the thickness of the cabinet frames to fit in there. And I'm going to put this on the inside of the doors, and it fits the Cuisinart scoop perfectly. So, and that's all ready. And one other little thing I got going on here is I had to get a new blood pressure machine and some other stuff. So I found this little case on Amazon that I put some of that Kaizen foam in and fit that in. So that was a fun little project. But I've been having some problems with blood pressure and stuff, so I had to get an accurate machine. And this one comes with, actually, it tracks it from my doctor, so I can bring it into the doctor. He can follow my blood pressure. And also I got my weight there, which I've lost 30 pounds in the last 3 months without trying. Just haven't been right. So they're working on straightening that out. Hopefully we'll find out what it is soon. And I've got a smart watch here also to track my heart rate, because that's been extremely low lately. So hopefully that all gets straightened out soon. But back to the grinder. This is the grinder we bought. It's Cuisinart. And I bought this on Costco because it was cheaper there. But now Amazon's about the same price. And it does work pretty good. The number of coffee, number of cups and stuff like that isn't quite perfect compared to our pot. But it's real easy. You just set it to the cups you want, and you hit the start button, and it'll grind close to that many cups. Trouble is, with the beans we're using, they're quite moist and quite large, and they do hang up in there. So you kind of have to listen to this thing as it grinds and shake it a little bit when you hear that it's winding up. It's a Burr grinder, and it does a wonderful job, but it just seems to be a problem with these beans when you actually have a full canister of them. So it doesn't take, very long to grind a batch, and we're doing this every night now before dinner because we were using the pre-ground coffee from Costco, and the taste of it just started getting off, and, it just hasn't been right the last couple of cans we got. So decided to try this, and what an amazing smell it puts in the house. And there it is. Does a beautiful job grinding it. It's a lot of static in it, though, when it's ground, you can see. So every night now, instead of wait till the morning to get the coffee ready, I just throw a filter in there, and I grind up, actually 5, comes out to be 5 of these scoops worth goes in there for 2 cups of coffee. But actually on the Cuisinart pot, you have to fill it to 8 cups to get 2 mugs out of it. So really easy to do, and it does make a big difference in the flavor. And the house always smells just amazing with the coffee flavor. So anyhow, this is kind of what got me started on coming up with a little way to hang those filters up there. And you can see static makes it static cling. So every once in a while you do have to clean it out, but there it is. The grind is perfect with the Burr grinders. And then you just add the water, and next morning hit the button and let it go when you wake up. So simple thing, and the house always smells good from coffee now, and it's really a nice cup of coffee. We did settle on this coffee beans from Costco we found. They sell them in big bags, and there you see I turn that off when I'm done with it. But they sell them in 3-pound bags, and they're only like about $6 a pound when you buy the 6 pounds at once. It's like $35 for 6 pounds, and it's made by San Francisco Bay Coffee. And the good thing is the date on it is like it was fresh ground before they shipped it. It does have a dark, a dark color, and it's real flavorful. So we have settled on this coffee. We love it. Some goes in a Mason half-gallon jar, and the rest of the bags will get sealed up and go in the freezer. And that's just a vacuum lid to keep the air out. So, and that's kind of what led up to playing with this here. So I needed some double-sided tape. I used up all my 3M tape, and I went on Amazon to buy some. Boy, they've got a lot of knockoff. You have to really be careful when you order this stuff through Amazon. And it has definitely gotten expensive, but this seems to be the best tape that I've had luck with. The VHB tape, the actual 3M, you've got to try to find. So I got a little tape on there, and I wiped everything down with alcohol before. Open the door up, and this is where it's going to go. You can see I wiped it down with rubbing alcohol. Just peel the backing off there. And I needed something to get it kind of squared up with the door, so I had an old stainless steel ruler that was about 1.5 inches. I decided to put the first one on that to use that for the spacing, so that would make the coffee scoop just come and hit the edge of the door to keep it from rattling. So once you push this on, you give it about 24 hours to grab the grip, and it's you'll never get it off after that. So really, it was a very simple job, and it did come in handy, and it did clean up the cabinet in the end. Then to put the second one in, I grabbed a couple scraps of my kindling firewood. I've been cutting up all the extra stuff in my shop and burned up a ton of hardwood here. And that's just the right spacing, just try to line that up pretty good and stick it in place. So there it is. It didn't take long, and each one of them holds I think it's 23 filters. Depends on how tough you squish them down, but it holds about 23 filters. And they fit in tight when you first put them in, but they'll stay in there good even, you pull them out. So there's the first batch, and then put the second batch in, and we're all set for about 6 weeks till we have to refill it. So that'll be a good thing and make it easier to track these things and keep them together and out of the way. So I'll upload these to Thingiverse and put a link to it when I get a chance. Now I did need to put a little rubber button under there to keep that from banging when I close the door, but basically add it away, and here's how it fit, and I put a rubber button under there, and that's it for now. All done and ready to go. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.